guys, welcome back to the channel. He always has his own idea for how he wants to set up the shot, and sadly you guys generally get his back end. But welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, today's video, we are exploring Glen Canyon National Recreation Area, Lee's Ferry, which we've actually been here before, but in the summer. So this is definitely an off-season adventure. Lee's Ferry Glen Canyon area is known most for its access to the Colorado River. So there are boats that will take you up and drop you down, so you can take rafting tours, you can do kayaking tours, there's lots of fishing tours here, and that is what it's mainly known for. But there's also some small hikes in the area, as well as these awesome ruins to visit. Like I said, we've been here in the summer, so we didn't really get to explore via foot because at 6 a.m. it was already like 97 degrees. So today we are gonna get a little bit hike in, because what is a little bit of a hike in? Because what is the first rule of Fight Club? What's the first rule? What's the first rule? Get his energy out. So we are actually just gonna do a little hike. Like I mentioned on our last episode, and this is the next day from our last episode, he is dealing with some paw issues, so we can't push him too far. They're just a little more tender than they're used to. So we're gonna do about a 2 to 3 mile hike along the Colorado River. We were gonna explore a canyon, but if you can tell from the clouds in the sky, we've got rain in the forecast, and we've had rain, so a lot of the little canyons have water in them. So we are not gonna chance it and go in the water. So first of all, we are going to get a little hike in, and then we're probably going to hop down to Paria Beach, let him run around a little bit before checking out the giant rocks, or the balanced rocks, so to speak, before we head home. So this is just a small, short little adventure, and let's get going. I think he's ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Alright, so we actually took Lee's Ferry Trail to Spencer Trail, which is a harder trail that goes up for this view. I've read reviews that the view doesn't really change much after the first couple hundred feet. So even though I really want to continue to climb, this trail is more of the small loose rock, which is harder on Feeney's paws. He keeps jumping onto, you can't see him, but he keeps jumping onto like the bigger rocks to give his paws a little break. And the river trail, which is right there, was more packed dirt, so he was running a little freer. So we're gonna take in the view for a second, and then we're gonna flip back, go down a couple hundred feet back to the river trail and continue down there so that his little tootsies are protected. But I definitely think we will come back to do this climb because it looks like a pretty awesome climb. But I think we got the view, right? I mean, she's pretty stunning. I'm sure she's equally stunning up there, but we gotta protect the paws. All right, we are off of the Spencer Trail, back on to the river trail, and we're gonna take this for about a mile. Just relax and enjoy a nice scenic view with less Tootsie Hurts. Less Tootsie Hurts, that's the goal. But comment down below if you think Feeny is going to find some way to get into this river now that we're closer to it. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? He's looking. I don't think you can get in there from there. Not yet. Not yet. Go. It's a beach, bud. You were right. You were right. There's a beach right there. You can go. You can go. There's a beach. You can go. You were right. I'm not going down there, but you were right. We've come out about a mile. We're going to turn around. He is trying his darndest to find a way to this water. So I think I need to grant his wish and head to Pariah Beach. Pocket cookies. We are at Pariah Beach, which Pariah Beach is the location of the confluence of the Colorado River and the Pariah River. So you get a lot of rapids and like that teal beautiful water, and then it calms down into the Pariah River, which is behind us. We've actually visited here before, and it was a comedy of errors with like quicksand mud. So this is amazing. This area is a little quicksandy, but the rest is beautiful. So it's so nice to actually get to enjoy this beach. And I ran into a really nice ranger as I was walking down here. Fiends was on leash because we are in this area is like more of the developed national recreation area. I didn't see leash signs, but I wasn't sure, so I had him on leash, and I was getting out of the car and he was kind of pulling towards the water, and the ranger was like, as long as you don't see anybody, just pop him off leash, you're okay if you want to. And I was like, oh, thank you. And so I popped him off leash, and he's like, just if you run into anybody, just put him back on. He's like, nobody's really crazy enough to go to the beach right now, so I think you'll be just fine. So here we are, we're gonna play fetch. I probably should have done this before the hike so we could have dried off. Poor choices, but I think this will be good on his little tootsies. Some cold water will feel good, so great way to finish off the day here, because I don't really think we're gonna have time to do much more, but I'll check back in after we play for a little bit. We have been here an hour and a half, way longer than I had planned on being here, but we were just having so much fun just running around the beach, playing. So we're gonna stop at one more place before we head home. And it's a place I've been before, but it was so hot when I was here, I only really got to explore a little tiny bit. So I'm gonna dry him off and we'll see you there. All right, our last stop here are the balanced rocks. Now I've actually stopped here before, but I really only got to hang out with these two, and there's a bunch of others that are slowly forming, so I kind of want to meander between the rocks. But basically what happens are these giant rocks fall from above onto a softer soil that then compacts under their weight, and then as erosion happens, it creates these little toadstools, or balanced rocks as they call them. Sometimes these Invisaligns, y'all, especially because these are new ones, make it really hard to talk. So toadstools, good Lord. But we're just gonna wander around, check out some of the new ones that are forming, and just enjoy actually having this by ourselves and it not being 100 degrees. That is it for this adventure. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us today. Highly recommend Lee's Ferry as either a half day or a full day stop, whether it's on season and you're playing in the river and rafting or kayaking or fishing, or in the off season like I am and you're just getting to hike and explore a little bit more. Both seasons have such different vibes. In the summer, it's full of life and people. The sky is so bright that everything's neon orange, and I pretty much had the park to myself this entire time. I've seen maybe one or two people, and that includes the ranger. And because it's so cloudy, everything's muted and a little more moody, and it's just a totally different vibe, and I have enjoyed both of them actually. I think maybe this one a little bit more because I've been able to be outside more. So I highly recommend Lee's Ferry. It makes a great trip if you are going from the South Rim to the North Rim. It's on the way to just hop in, spend a couple of hours here, explore. I'll link my other video that shows off the orchard as well, because that's a really cool stop. Very interesting to see. And other than that, we're headed home. We got about a 4.5 hour drive home to Phoenix. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. As always, I loved having you. If you liked this video, I would so appreciate a like, a subscribe would be amazing. And I will see you guys, well, we will see you on the next adventure, wherever the road may take us.